phone.
Shubhashree, you can start.
Good morning, everyone. On behalf of the Department of Geography of MURALIDHAR Girls College, I welcome you all in today's program. Before starting the program, I would like to request all the participants to keep themselves muted for till the program continues. Now, it's a privilege to announce that my department has organized an e-quiz program on exploring our sciences, an online quiz on geographical relevance on Sunday, 20th September 2020. Today we'll declare the results, but before that, I would like to request our principal ma'am, Dr. Kinjalkini Bishas, to deliver the welcome address and to say a few words on the concept, idea, and the background of conducting this e-quiz for the students. Over to you, ma'am.
Good morning to all of you, and thank you, Shubhashree. On behalf of MURALIDHAR Girls College, I extend a warm welcome to all the participants, my faculties from other colleges, and my very esteemed speaker, Professor Prithish Kumar Roy, our governing body member, and also HOD of the Department of Geography, Profulla Chandra College, for your esteemed presence today in this program of 21st of September 2020, which is an announcement program of the prizes of the e-quiz conducted yesterday, Sunday at 11 a.m., exploring earth sciences, an online quiz on geographical realms. Now, we also will be having the privilege of our president, sir. He will be joining us soon. He has so informed. But before that, I wish to thank the Department of Geography for conducting this quiz, and a special mention to the convener, Dr. Shubhashree Datta Dasgupta, and his full team, Dr. Vinay Limbu, Professor Gauri Chakravarti, Professor Kakuli Dash, Professor Bablu Shamanto, Professor Amrita Koyal, and Professor Pushpendu Dhali. Well, we all know that this is a team effort. And I should definitely mention the ICT cell of this college, without whose participation this program would not have been conducted in a specific period of time, maintaining all the rules and regulations. It has been done yesterday in the Sunday morning. Now, so far, this college has hosted 6 webinars, one from the chemistry and microbiology department, one from zoology, one from economics, another from journalism, mass communication, another from NSS. But this e-quiz program is something, a kind of its class apart. It's very special. And we feel that inculcating in this e-quiz, there will be numerous participants, that from UG, that from PG, and also from the school levels, and also from research scholars, who would make themselves aware of the earth sciences, which is a very dire need in today's status. We hope that today's quiz has inculcated all the enthusiasm, the experience that they have gone through preparing themselves for this quiz. And I hope this program a complete success. Thank you. And Shubhashree, over to you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for sharing your views. Now, is the president, sir, has the president, sir, come yet?
Well, let me finish first. Again, I have forgotten to say something because I wish to mention the overwhelming response that we have received. I would like to mention that there were 552 registrations in this quiz. We hadn't expected so much. And the responses that have been taken place exactly in the quiz is 356. From all these, we have chosen the prizes that is to be announced by Professor Pritish Kumar Roy, and probably our president if he can join within the time. I find this quiz program to be a very successful one, and we will follow suit with different more others in the yesteryears. Thank you, Shubhashree.
Thank you, ma'am, for sharing your views. Now we will declare the results. And for this, we have with us the renowned geographer, Professor Pritish Roy. He will deliver a lecture on exploring earth sciences. And before that, I take the opportunity to introduce him to the audience. Professor Pritish Roy is the Vice Principal and Associate Professor of the Department of Geography, Prafulla Chandra College, Kolkata. He was the ex-professor of St. Xavier's College, Kolkata. Presently, he is the president of the governing body, Howrah Narasingha Datta College, and the member governing body of Herambo Chandra College, Muradhar Girls College, Shivpur Dinabandhu College, etc. He has written many textbooks in geography. Accurate economic geography and appraisal of resources is well known to all the geographers. We are really honored to have him amongst us. Now I request Professor Roy to say a few words and declare the results. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Shubhashree. Thank you, Principal Muralidhar College. And thank you, IQAC convener, as well as the departmental head of geography and the rest of the faculty of geography, consisting of Dr. Binoy Limbu, assistant professor, Srimati Gauri Chakraborty, Srimati Kakoli Das, Sri Bablu Samanto, Sri Pushpendu Dhali, and Srimati Amrita Koyal. I consider myself privileged to be invited in this type of webinar, which is quite unique in this part of the world. We are now going through numerous webinars across the globe, across the country, thousands and thousands. And most of these are linked with COVID and related matters. But this is a welcome relief. This is a bit relief from this trauma of COVID. I think this kind of exercise will lessen our trauma that we are going through last few months. Indeed, it's a relief. And when I got this news that over 550 persons participating in this quiz, surprising. It is indeed surprising because, you know, geography as a subject that started its journey even in the even before the Christian era. After that, it has taken its shape by Eratosthenes and Poseidon and others, and finally Ptolemy has prepared a map. So, but that map was rectangular. But since then, it has gone through a journey which was really perplexing in the contemporary world. But in India, geography as a subject has flourished only in recent years. In our days, when I was a student in a Calcutta college during 1979, 80, 81, in those days, there were hardly any scope to study geography. Only 3 colleges, one in Presidency College, Calcutta, Lady Brabourne College, Loreto College, and Ashutosh College. These 4 colleges were having geography department. The rest were, in fact, most of the people have not heard about geography as a subject other than the school text, other than in school textbook. So when we started these, some of the questions were raised by our well-wishers. Why do you study geography? Why not other subjects like classical subjects? Why geography? So that question, the barrage of questions I faced during my college days, and these questions were not very irrelevant. So we started thinking, why should we study geography? I asked this question to myself so many times. And the teachers were also helping us to form a conception of geography in those days. But before that, I must say that geography as a study, as a subject, only flourished during 50s, not before that in India, in Calcutta. And astonishingly, the subject has taken its birth from geology department. Everybody knows that uh, legendary geographer S.P. Chatterjee, he was the founder of geography as a subject and essentially he was a student and teacher of geology. So geologists were primarily responsible for the.
Just a moment, sir. Our president, sir, has joined. So,
Sure. I'm leaving this. So let us.
Nana, you keep here and we will just introduce him. Shubhashree.
Okay.
Shubhashree, just introduce our president, sir.
Participants, we are very honored to have our President, Sir Shobhandev Chattopadhyay, Minister in charge of West Bengal, and the President of our college with us. Sir, we thank you a lot from the Department of Geography. We all send you a big thanks for joining us in today's meet in such a short notice. Thank you, sir. We'll be very happy to hear a few words from you, sir. Please, over to you, sir.
Many thanks. Just now, Madam Principal already told me about this program, and this is only the way out in this COVID situation. To have virtual meetings on different subjects. Today you have arranged on geography. I'm happy to note that my college is doing very nice and using this opportunity of this situation. I hope that during the discussion, so many things will be discussed amongst you, and it will also contribute, all of you. I think that all the professors, those who are participating in this program, will contribute their views in this program, and ultimately, the students also, and the teachers also, an entire community of geography will be benefited for this with this program. I once again thank you. All of you, I'm 100 kilometers away from Kolkata, so I was not getting link in my own phone. But after that, I got it, and I'm very happy that you have arranged this webinar, and you will be benefited by this type of discussion. With these words, once again, I thank Madam Principal Kinjalkini Vishwas, our geography, the head of the department, and other teachers, and everybody, those who are participating in this program. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Sir, we are really honored that you have said such good words for the program. We are really inspired. Thank you so much, sir. Over to you, please, sir, once more.
Really, we are really honored in this august presence of President Honorable Sri Shobhandev Chattopadhyay, who is our mentor, who is our guide, and under his leadership, this college is, I hope, will emerge as one of the best college in Calcutta and West Bengal. So our journey will be invigorated by his presence. So let us come to the point where I left. So that was the initiation of geography in Calcutta as well as in West Bengal. Calcutta was then the center of excellence as far as academic world is concerned. In those days, these three colleges that I named was one of the best colleges in India. So, but the scope of geography was limited in those days. But with the able leadership of Dr. S.P. Chatterjee, Dr. Shiva Prasad Chatterjee, who is always considered as a pioneer in geography and father figure of geography. After his leadership, several others like Dr. Kanan Gopal Bagchi, Dr. Bireshwar Banerjee, and so many other eminent geographers, they have taken this mantle from Dr. S.P. Chatterjee. And finally, the other colleges are initiating geography department in their own. And not only in Calcutta, not only in West Bengal, other states has gradually started their journey under the leadership of Dr. Monish Raja in Jawaharlal Nehru University, uh, under the leadership of Dr. R.L. Singh in Benares Hindu University, and other universities are gradually opening their journey in geography study. So this is, in fact, the brief history of Indian geography study. But since then, this subject has gone through a complete metamorphosis. When we started our journey in geography, most of the people, neighbors, and other well-wishers, they uh, usually asked us what are the capitals of, say, Burundi, what are the uh, what is the length of River Nile and all that. So these informations, they in those period they thought that information and geography is synonymous. But since then, the subject has flourished in a uh, multidisciplinary approach, and so many other subjects were assembled in the study of geography. So the final question raised to the minds of students: what is the orientation of geography? What is the goal of geography? So we raised so many this question to so many leading geographers, but finally the consensus emerged that it is a spatial science. That is, this subject, the core value of this subject is space. We are only concerned about space, be it chemistry, be it physics, be it geology, be it ocean, or any other subject. If we if we discuss this subject in terms of space, this is geography. This will come under the domain of geography. So this space is our exclusivity. We cannot. In fact, this is the area where no other subject can encroach. If botany, if we study the plant distribution of plants, this is geography. If we consider the distribution of animals, this this is a part of zoology, but this comes under the geography. Chemistry, whenever we study soil, the study of soil is called pedology. This is some parts of pedology is also included in geography when we study the aerial distribution of soil. So the subject itself has emerged like a phoenix bird from the ashes. So like mathematics, the huge application of mathematics and statistics, like two important parts of mathematics, that is geodesy and astronomy. Another is say cartography, that is the study of map making. For example, the Earth is a three-dimensional subject. But we convert it to two dimension. That is in the plain sheet of paper, what we call map. Map is the most important tool of geographer, but it is in the two dimension. But whenever we convert any three-dimensional body to a two-dimensional area, there must be some distortion. That cannot be accurate. So what we see in map, most of the budding geographers, they think that Earth is like this, India is like this, or Africa is like this. But this is a misleading, because there are some distortions in the map. Because when shape is maintained, area cannot be maintained. When area is maintained, the angular direction cannot be maintained. So in some of the maps, perhaps you have seen that uh, Greenland is shown bigger than Africa, because where area increases, the shape remains same. So these are the mathematical puzzles that we deal with in geography, and this subject is called cartography. So as because a cross section of people has participated in this webinar, from the engineer to professional IT professionals to college teachers to budding geographers in schools, they have participated in this webinar. So I must give you a brief summary of the subject, earth science. So geography is a part of earth science, but there are some other subjects in earth science too, like geology, like oceanography, like say uh, some other outside, like geophysics, geochemistry, so many subjects. So let us give it in a tabular form. I have prepared one presentation. It's a very short one. Before that, I should ask Principal Madam, how many minutes should I continue this?
You can have your time. 20 minutes,
Okay, okay. Thank you,
30
Madam.
minutes, you can have your time.
So what is geography then? So I told you at the beginning that we were confused, little bit of confused. Why should I start geography? So another dichotomy has cropped in the minds of geography. In the eastern part of India, in West Bengal and surrounding area, the more emphasis were given in physical geography. So everybody knows what is physical geography. That comprises the configuration and deformation of earth, its reasons, the rivers, the uh, its vegetation, etc., is called included in physical geography. So physical geography uh, explains the reasons for deformation in earth, the present landforms, development and its reasons. That is, these two subjects are called geotectonic. Geotectonic is primarily concerned about the uh, earth movements coming out from the interior of the earth, and geomorphology is the surface configuration of earth, its changes and reasons. So eastern geographers of eastern India, that is primarily in West Bengal, were more concerned about the development of physical geography. So uh, here inclination was more on physical geography, study of physical geography. On the other hand, in Jawaharlal Nehru University or Benares Hindu University or other universities, they has given more emphasis on the human and economic activities of mankind. Actually, geography is the study that deals about the how people adapt themselves in different geographical environment. That is the essence of geography. So physical geography is a part, and economic and human geography is another part. But hardly there is any effort to combine it judiciously in those days. Some were more inclined on physical, some were more inclined on economic. So geography as a discipline has long history that I told you earlier. Geography is defined as the study of spatial phenomena and the interaction between society and nature, consequently describing and explaining the spatial patterns and processes that I has already explained. Geography is the study of place, that is the study of surface of the earth, that I also explained. Today, geography is an extremely diverse discipline, covering several areas of studies and involving researches from all over the world. Geography is now a multidisciplinary subject that is divided into a number of subfields. Thus, geography is highly interdisciplinary. And that is not my word. That is the definition given by Cambridge Encyclopedia 2010. So, those days, there was a debate in Calcutta in West Bengal Geographical Circle that geography is more and more inclined towards mathematical tables, mathematical calculations, and all that. The simplicity of geography is now gradually diminishing. We must go back to the earlier practice of more emphasis on social and economic aspects what they are doing in Jawaharlal Nehru University and others. But the Bengal geographers were not very keen to adopt this kind of approach. So this was a fight between two schools. In every subject, there are different schools of thought. Geography was no exception, and there was a keen tussle between this school of thought in those days. So many people think geography is simply as the study of maps and places. The field is much broader than that. Geography is the study of Earth's surface and the way it affects people, the environment, politics, and other events. So anything happening on this earth, if it has got any relation with the space, with its own geography, that comes under the jurisdiction of geography. So it is a very broad-based subject. It's primary concerned with how things are distributed on Earth's surface. That was a primary, uh, and that was absolutely confined in the first phase of the development of geography, the description, description, and description. But now it has come across so many hurdles, and now it is a very difficult and very complex subject. I'll come to that later on. Its use of graphics, maps, pictures, and photography in its methods of study. So these maps, pictures, photography, these are the tools, different birds, pie graphs, and all pictorial things. These are considered as a tool of geography. We use it occasionally. Its adoption of an interdisciplinary approach to study problems of the art. Most of the students ask this question: if we study chemistry so much, if we study physical law of physics, and if we study statistics and mathematics, so where is geography? Why should I study so many subjects here? So this is a question, but these are also used as a tool to ascertain the essence of geography, that is the space related questions. I think I am clear in this regard. So those who are the budding geographers, they will have a glimpse of the idea about geography. Geography is not defined by its subject matter, but rather the approaches it takes to study those materials. This is very important. Geography is not defined by the subject matter, but the approaches. So this is a subject which gives proper emphasis to the approaches only. Approaches are important. There are different approaches in geography, so it can hold five, six, seven, eight, or numerous uh, contradictory views within the subject, and we are still assimilating all these contradictory views. And finally, one day we will emerge to a new, uh, new definition of this subject. New horizons will emerge. So, next slide. This is a broad aspects of geography, branches of geography. First one is physical geography. I told you that in our area, tasks were given on the development of physical geography, which is consisting of geotectonic, geomorphology, soil geography, climatology, hydrology, oceanography, biogeography, environmental geography. Occasionally, people ask us, you being a geographer, you can tell me whether there will be any rain tomorrow or day after tomorrow, as if we are the masters of climatology. Yes, we study climatology to a large extent. We study geomorphology, we study soil geography, we study hydrology. So geomorphology is the surface configuration of art. The reasons for the difference of art configuration in different parts. Geomorphology explains that. Geomorphology is also a branch of geology. So geologists study geomorphology. Their aim and objective is different. Our aim and objective is different. Next is soil geography. Soil geography, the earth crust is consisting of soils. Soils are not uniform everywhere. Soils are different. Chemistry of the soil is different. So we are to study soil, otherwise we hardly can ascertain the difference of vegetation in different parts of India as well as in the world. So soil influence the habitation, the population density, the economic activities, everything is governed by the nature and quality of soil. So naturally, soil geography is also a very important aspect of geography. Climatology, another thing that influence the uh, differences of population in different parts of world, differences of agriculture in different parts of world, because climate in this world is governed by certain rules and regulations. So timely arrival of monsoon, the timely retreat of monsoon, all are governed by some physical laws. So these laws we must study. Otherwise, hardly we can predict how which area will prosper in certain types of agriculture, which areas will not should not accept this type of agriculture. So all are interrelated and intricately related. So we must study climatology for this purpose. And hydrology deals with the underground water of the earth. Everybody knows that in the if we go beneath the soil, so there is some areas where water is stored. This is called uh, this is called water level. This water level study of water level, the loss and gain of water level, the different reasons and everything are under the ambit of hydrology. This is very essential for the study of geography. Oceanography, another part. Everybody knows that Earth is consist of two-thirds of land area, two-thirds of the surface area of Earth is covered by oceans. So oceans are influencing human being for its survival and for its improvement. So ocean are having minerals, oceans are having fish, oceans are having uh, so many things that influence the climate of area is governed by ocean presence and non-presence of ocean. So naturally, this is very important. Biogeography, another aspect which is very much linked up with zoology, bio, the environment, the ecology, all are included in biogeography, and biogeography are gaining importance in geography in the recent years, and that will be more important in the coming years. And finally, environmental geography. I think I should not elaborate this because everybody have certain idea about environmental geography because environment is now mandatory in schools and colleges and everywhere. Next is human geography. So physical geography, how it influences the human habitation, human economy, human life, human race, ethnicity, everything is included in human geography. And human geography is divided into several parts. Like historical geography, the history was governed by geography. Whatever history, because India was protected by Himalaya, so this is a geographical reason. So that had a tremendous influence on history. So those who are the participants who have the knowledge of history, history is guided by geography. So there is an intricate relationship and very fine, very a thread between history and geography. So then anthropogeography, that is another kind of history. The ancient ancient period, what were the rivers, why they have disappeared, why certain civilizations has already destroyed. These are under the ambit of anthropogeography and cultural geography. this is a very important uh, part of geography, and more emphasis are nowadays given to the study of cultural geography. Cultural geography studies the reasons behind the cultural difference between human race in different areas, and what will happen in the cultural transfusion in the coming years. So these are the areas which are gaining momentum in the present era. And then social geography, population geography, another important aspect, which is very important as far as emerging economies like India is concerned. You know, India is most of the people in the trams or buses or trains, they occasionally ask us, the, do you think that India is overpopulated and this is the only reason for its backwardness? So that explains, that can be examined by the study of population geography, that is called uh, demography. Demography study that gives us a very good idea that population density in India is not the reason for its backwardness, and India cannot be termed as a overpopulated. If it is overpopulated or underpopulated, that can be judged only uh, in terms of its resources. Otherwise, we cannot term any country overpopulated or underpopulated. Even underpopulation can bring disaster. Some of the European countries are nowadays uh, facing this acute shortage of working population. So their economy is now not increasing very fast. Rather, in India and China, Brazil, or Russia, or not Russia, South Africa, these countries will soon overpace uh, Europe in terms of its economic growth, because Europe is having uh, more percentage of older population. So study of population geography is very important. So settlement, political geography, economic geography, and medical geography, these are the other branches. You know, political geography is very important because uh, politics governs everything, particularly emerging economies. We got independence only in 1947, but uh, uh, within 1960s, 70s, most of the European countries, all the uh, developed countries, they have already developed their economy through the burning of fossil fuels and all that. Now they are imposing restrictions, and they're imposing ban on the uh, use of fossil fuels and all that. So this is a discriminatory situation, and we must study that in order to face these challenges. And advanced geographies, mathematical geography, statistical geography, cartography, remote sensing, GIS, and others. So these are the recent developments in geography. You know, mathematical geography, I already explained it. The mathematical geography is very important aspect of geography, and more we are using this uh, mathematical application in geography. Statistics are also studied uh, profusely in geography, and there's the study of mathematics and statistics will be more in the coming days. And cartography, you know, I already explained that cartography is the study of map making. Maps are in two dimension, but world itself is three-dimensional. So there is some modification and everything. This is a very difficult subject, and we are to study this in order to make maps. And remote sensing, you know, in the satellites, we are getting pictures. Nowadays, everything is crystal clear. So with the help of this tool, we can use the Earth resources judiciously. GIS, this is another technology that has revolutionized the study of geography, because in GIS technology, we can assemble all informations, all inputs are assembled in a computer screen, and we can superimpose one after another, and finally we can get the result from that. So branches of geography, Uh, has been discussed. That is already discussed. Physical geography is divided into two major parts: physical geography and human geography. Various approach to the study of human geography has also arisen through time and include behavioral geography, social geography, cultural geography, political geography. Other branches, environmental geography, I explained it, regional geography, that has been explained, cartography, I explained it. Anyway, those who are the budding geographers, you may just have a glimpse of this slide. And these are all available in internet nowadays. Everybody can go through this. Just I'm giving you this information. So now let us come to the definition of art science. Art science, as because the title of the today's webinar is art sciences and scope and content of art sciences. So we must give some light on art sciences. Geography is of course a part of art science. Art science is the study of art as a single integrated physical social system. Art science views the art system holistically based on the new understanding of the processes and feedbacks which dominate the system and contribute to emergent phenomena. A clear and concise definition comes from ESSP 1997, which states that art science is the study of the art system with emphasis on observing, understanding, and predicting global environmental changes involving interactions between land, atmosphere, water, ice, biosphere, societies, technologies, and economics. This is a all encompassing definition, and this is, I think, one of the best definition of art science. There are both reductionist and holistic approaches to art science. Hence, art science involves a number of disciplines such as geology, geography, meteorology, environmental sciences, energy and economic studies. Branches of art science. Geology has different branches like seismologist, volcanologist, paleontologist. Paleontology studies the uh, art in shape of art in the olden days, that is in 5 million, 10 million, 10 million, 15 million, different era like Jurassic age, Carboniferous age, different ages. So, petrology is a study of rock. Volcanology is the study volcano. Seismologist, you know, that is earthquake. Oceanography deals the physical, biological, chemical, and geological. Meteorology, weather forecasting, study of Earth's atmosphere. Astronomy as the objective of stars, planets, asteroids, and outer space. Special branches of art science are ecology, geochemistry, geography, environmental science. So these are the different branches of art science. All are gaining momentum in the present era. So geology is divided into several parts. Few of these are environmental geography, quaternary geography. Geology, which studies the recent changes in the history, is quaternary geology, planetary geology, petroleum geology, historical geology, hydrogeology, structural geology. Actually, geology is more oriented on the underground surface of the earth. We are more concerned about the surface of the earth and beyond. So, surface and beyond is not the jurisdiction of, or not under the jurisdiction of geology. So, geochemistry, science that applies chemistry to analyze geological science, geochronology, the name itself suggests the content, age of rocks, sediments, and fossil. Geodesy, you know, the earth is not a sphere, it's a spheroid. We call it geoid. Everywhere the uh, eccentricity, that is not, as because it is not circular, so everywhere we can get a different radius, different shape, sorry, different gravitation and all that. So geodesy is another complex subject. In this webinar I should not talk more on geodesy. Then geomagnetic, study of earth's magnetic fields. Then geomicrobiology, and geophysics, the physics of the earth and its environment in space, and the study of the earth using quantitative physical methods. And then oceanography, the study of the physical, chemical, and biological aspects of ocean. This is very important. In our days, there was only one institute in Goa, Marine Institute, Oceanographical Institute. But nowadays we are having plenty, even Jadavpur University and some of the undergraduate colleges, they have opened oceanography. So this subject is getting momentum nowadays. So there is huge scope in oceanography. There is huge scope in geology as well as in geography. So actually we must focus on this scope of geography, because most of the listeners are now uh, from schools and other institutes. Paleo oceanography. Paleo is always the study of the olden days. Then meteorology. This is another important uh, subject. That is a area of physics. Mostly physics people and geography people, they study meteorology. Meteorology, climatology is a part of meteorology. So you must remember that climatology is not meteorology. Climatology is a part of meteorology only. This is the scientific study of climate defined as weather conditions averaged over a period of time. Then paleoclimatology, climate was not same in the history of art. Everybody is nowadays raising concern that earth is becoming warmer and man should not use so much fossil fuel and all that. Earth is becoming warmer, and that will give a catastrophic effect. Someday earth will be destroyed by the action of human being, and this global warming will raise the height of the sea level, and that some of the low-lying areas will be flooded, and the human civilization will be at stake. So this is the general notion. But remember, earth was earth experienced so many warm period and colder period. So glaciation is a eventuality. Earth has witnessed so many times that entire Earth was covered by snow for so many years. So number of species uh, actually wiped out from this surface of the Earth. So don't think that this is even before the advent of human being. So many times glaciation happened and global warming happened. Even if there is no human being, Earth will experience global warming as well as uh, glaciation. So don't only blame the human being for that. So this is a natural process. This will uh, go through over the ages. That is the study of paleoclimatology. From paleoclimatology, we get that recorded history. We can get the proofs. Paleo tempestology, then atmospheric chemistry and atmospheric physics. Astronomy, I should not elaborate this because this is beyond our jurisdiction. Then finally, geography, I already explained this, and environmental soil science, environmental geology, environmental chemistry, geostatistics, another important area, a branch of statistics focusing on spatial data sets. So GIS, I explained it. The relationship between geography as a discipline and art science, that is an important one. Geography and art science both seek to understand the importance of the environment and how humans affect it. The 21st century is highly affected by the human activities that result in the pollution of the atmosphere, lithosphere, and hydrosphere, which in some instances have resulted in climate change. So that I explained that only human beings are not responsible. There are so many factors. So geographers will study this. I think those who will take geography as their subject, they will be interested to study in this aspect. It is remarkable that geographers have been at the front position to assessment of the scale of land cover change, having a major contribution by our discipline. Incorporation of earth sciences, geography can play a major role in clarifying many uncertainties concerning the environment via observation of the functioning of the biophysical system and by providing the climate modeling groups with knowledge on its spatial distribution. Physical geography with art sciences can be applied in the general area of quaternary studies such and such. Assessing the change with the discipline of geography towards art science. Geography could make a major contribution to art science by leading the international agenda. Physical and human geography have the skills to contribute solutions to the problems inherent in this new science. Geography as a discipline moves towards art science due to the fact that geography is multidisciplinary and it studies nature and environmental quality. So, actually, uh, uh, one thing I must say to the budding geographers that you take geography or you may not take geography, but at the end of the day, if you study any subject, all the subjects merged in a location that is uh, you cannot just evade any subject uh, when you study a subject in in its highest form. So what I want to mean is that subjects at all uh, asking for one solution, that is the human being, its problems, and the solution. So this is a small blue planet we are living in. So we study this beautiful planet, we describe it. So we describe it in order to have a peaceful and a place of harmony. So I hope everybody has enjoyed this subject. So if there is any question, please feel free to ask any question. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you all. Over to Shubhasri. Hello.
Shubhasri.
Who is conducting? Shubhasri is conducting, I hope.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Now, thank you, sir, for your sharing your valuable words with us. I hope all the geographers here present here are by this time more have gained lots of knowledge from sir regarding the scope and content of the subject. Now, sir, should I declare the result or?
Sure, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay,
It is your
okay,
prerogative.
okay.
Before that, let me talk a few words. That is
Okay.
this unique web. This unique competition has evoked a huge response among the students and all professionals. I will request Principal Madam to organize one more just to give the uh, scope for the others who failed to participate in this webinar. This is my suggestion only. Thank you. Over to Shubhasri.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Now, as Principal Ma'am has already said, that we have total 562 registered candidates, of which 64.31% have participated in the e-quiz. That is, the number is 255. We have participants from varied disciplines, apart from geography, which we had from agricultural science, botany, English, law, ecological informatics, education, electrical engineering, environmental science, geospatial science, journalism and mass communication, history, philosophy, political science, Sanskrit, psychology, School of Oceanographic Studies, zoology, entomology, and geoinformatics. So wide range of subject variation. Now, regarding the universities, different universities of West Bengal, students of different universities of West Bengal UG PG level have participated. But outside West Bengal, many universities of India have students of many universities of India have also participated, namely University of Kashmir, Singhania University, Rajasthan, Indian Institute of Information Technology and Management, Kerala, Dr. C.V. Raman University, Chhattisgarh, National Institute of Manipur, and Mumbai University. Now, regarding the composition of the participants, we had 67.4% from UG students, 10.70% from PG students, 2.25% from as research scholars, and 20% from others category. Now, this others category ranges from teachers of different primary, secondary, and high secondary schools, along with the faculties of various colleges. Moreover, school students, teacher educators of different BEd colleges of West Bengal, headmasters, principals, electrical engineers, lawyers, data entry operators of SD office of Medinipur district have also shown their interest in participating in this e-quiz program. Now, when we come to the final results, 41.69% have secured more than 60% of marks. Now, since we had decided earlier that we will give appreciation certificate to the participants who will secure 75% of marks, total 44 participants have secured more than 75% of marks. All of them will receive their appreciation certificate very shortly. Now, I've just made a short report on the marks obtained. 13 participants have received 96 marks, 292. Two participants have secured 92 marks. 6 participants have received 88 marks. 4 participants have received 84 marks. 7 participants have received 80 marks. 12 participants have secured 76 marks. So all these together make up 44, about 75% of marks. Now, some participants have attempted the quiz more than once. I should mention here that in order to consider the rank, their first attempt has been taken into consideration, as we have already mentioned it in the flyer earlier. Now, total 13 participants have secured highest marks 96 out of 100. As all of them have secured first position in the e-quiz, no second and third position has been declared. The participants who have secured highest marks are as follows: Anamika Manna from Women's College, Calcutta; Anushriti Nath, St. Joseph's Convent, Chandanagar, she is a school student; Dipankar Noshkar, Kishore Bharati Bhogini Nivedita College; Firdaus Soren, East Calcutta Girls College; Madhumita Gain, Ravindra Bharati University; Muhammad Imran, University of Kashmir; Monisha Parveen, East Calcutta Girls College; Priyanka Kaur, Hiralal Majumdar Memorial College for Women; Shubhadeep Shastri of Jadavpur University; Shudhamar Samanto, University of Calcutta; Sujoy Mondol, Boshirat Mahabodhi College of Education; Ujjwal Haldar, Kishore Bharati Bhogini Nivedita College; and Vijay Gopal Noshkar, Kishore Bharati Bhogini Nivedita College, Kuwait. So these are the 13 participants who have been declared to secure the first position. Now, I would like to add on a special note. Though we have designed this e-quiz, the questionnaire was framed by all the faculties of the department, and it was strictly, the standard was maintained for UG PG students. But to our surprise, we have got 3 school students who have participated, and thus we declared them as the budding geographers of this e-quiz. Then they are Anushriti Nath of St. Joseph's Convent College, Chandanagar; Akash Vishwas, Harghat Milan Mandir Vidyapit; and Nirupam Talukdar, DAV Public School. I request both Teacher and Principal Ma'am to say a few encouraging words for these budding geographers, so that they are more encouraged and participate in near future in different programs. Thank you, ma'am. Over to you, ma'am, first.
Can we have the participants in our screen? Can we have them?
I think Nirupam Talukdar is here with us. Nirupam, I
Yes,
saw you
ma'am.
here.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. She is there. And Akash Vishwas and Anushriti Nath, are you here? Please switch on your video and audio, please. If you are here. No, ma'am. I think only Nirupam is here.
And where is Nirupam?
Nirupam, please put on your mic as well as your video.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
she is a 7th standard student.
Yes, Nirupam. First of all, I would like to congratulate you. A big congratulations, and I hope.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, and you are very promising from your looks also. And since you haven't
Thank you, ma'am.
with geography, so we find that in spite of competing in this e-quiz, where you see research scholars, faculties, all have participated, and from all of them, you have got a winning position. I think you are one of our budding geographers. As Pritis
Thank you, ma'am.
says, yes, please surge ahead, and I wish all the best for your future to be a budding
Thank you,
geographer.
ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Christy sir, please say a few encouraging words for this young geographers.
Yes, I always consider that age is a factor in the study of geography. All who are interested in geography, they can cultivate this subject at the very young age. The people like us who belongs to the older generation, I must uh, hand over our duties and responsibilities to these young budding geographers. So I hope they will, in fact, revolutionize this subject in the coming years. Thank you, Nirupam.
And we think that you should
sir.
have a clap from all of us.
Of course.
I request all the faculty members of our college to please switch on your video and put a big round of applause for this new College-2020.
Yeah.
Faculty of Geography Department, please.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, and you will be receiving a prize. We will let you know.
Okay,
Okay?
ma'am.
I think Shunetra is here,
Thank you so much, ma'am.
winner of our ICT cell. Shunetra, if you can arrange a special certificate for the budding geographers. It's a request from the Department of Geography to you.
Sure, sure. We will surely do it. We will surely do it.
Okay, so with this, we almost we have come to the end of the... Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Subhoshri, just request Nirupam to send her school name and details a little through a WhatsApp to your number. Maybe you can contact her, and so that we can have all the details in the certificate for him.
Okay, Nirupam, I think you have heard it. Please send the details of your school institution name, and
So where are you?
yes, it is written really public school, but we need to know the place. It's not there.
Okay, ma'am.
You can send her
Your class, your name.
Okay, ma'am.
And this is for all the budding geographers. If you are here, Anushriti Nath, it's written St. Joseph Convent, Chandanagar, but you have not mentioned your class. And Akash Vishwas, it's written Charghat Milan Mundi Vidyapith. He is a school student of class 12. He is a class 12 student. So please get in touch with us so that we can prepare your certificate accordingly. And now we are almost at the end of the program. Now I thank all, the participants, principal ma'am, as well as Christy sir for sharing your valuable words with us. Now I request my colleague Dr. Vinay Limbu to give the vote of thanks. Over to you, Vinay.
Thank you. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Good afternoon. I, Dr. Vinay Limbu, on behalf of the Department of Geography, Muralidhar Girls College, would like to express our deep sense of gratitude to our Chief Patron, Sri Somandev Chattopadhyaya, the Honorable Minister of Power Department, West Bengal, the President and Governing Body member of our college for his kind, inspiring words, advice and guidance. Thank you so much, sir. Our program is successful because of one person who is a source of inspiration and a firm backbone of the college support system, our respected head of the institution. Therefore, we, the Department of Geography, owe a heartfelt gratitude and sincere thanks to our patron, Professor Dr. Kinjarkini Biswas, Principal Madam, for her moral support and kind gesture. Madam had given the full liberty to the quiz organizing committee and at the same time providing us with the valuable feedback and proper guidance. Thank you so much, ma'am. The department like to express the sincere thanks and humble gratification to our patron and chief guest speaker of the program, Professor Prithvish Kumar Roy, head of the Geography Department, Prafulla Chandra College, and the governing body member of our college for his kind words of appreciation and encouragement and his wonderful lecture explaining about the development of geography as a subject in West Bengal and its dynamic application in multidisciplinary approaches as a spatial science. Thank you so much, sir. The department like to thank the quiz convener and head of the Department of Geography, Dr. Shubhoshri Datta Dasgupta, for her relentless effort in making the program a grand success, and all the faculty members of different departments of our college for their advice, support, and words of encouragement. Thank you so much, dear colleagues. We would like to thank the participants and students from different colleges and schools of West Bengal and other states. Last but not the least, the department expressed the sincere thanks to our college ICT cell for lending their technical support. Thank you so much. With this note, I end up my vote of thanks. Thank you and have a good day. Over to you, Dr. Datta.
Thank you, Vinay. With this, we come to the official closure of the quiz program. I express my heartfelt thanks to everyone who has made this program possible, especially Shunitra Di, who has made this program, who has given me the technical support even at the last moment. Have a great day ahead, everyone. Goodbye to everyone.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Shubhoshri. Thank you.